holding a baby in my womb, I would be able to keep the baby. So they were taking some measures and doing procedures as necessary. And basically, what God was showing me was, he kept saying ultrasound, ultrasound. And I kept going, okay, I know what ultrasound is, God. He said ultrasound. And so I said, okay, I guess you want me to look up what an ultrasound does. We have a remote understanding, but I want you to go with me in the time and the revelation God gave me. He said the definition is, an ultrasound is able to capture movement in real time. When electric pulses are produced, sound waves are reflected and returned to the computer as light. Therefore, when we have seen those of us who have had children and had an ultrasound, when you saw the baby looked like an image of light on this black and white piece of paper. And that is the exact same thing that is happening in your womb right now. There is a light on the inside of you. And the Word of God that was spoken before you were formed is causing electric pulses and movement. And it's waiting to be birthed out into the earth, and the earth itself is in travail for the manifestations of the sons of God. Yes. Where did we come from? Glory. That's where we came from. And who tried to hinder us? All of the adversity and the lies, and even the prison bars, and even the whoredoms that we formerly participated in. Everything was meant to hinder that baby from coming forward. But you and I both know that baby only had 9 months incubation time. 9 months. And 9 is the number for the gifts of the Spirit. For every month that you were growing in the womb, you were receiving gifts. You were receiving power from on high. You were receiving the ability to conquer. So when the pastor says, enter into your rest, after the travail, after the press, after the push, came a rest. And what is the first thing they do when they bring the baby out of the womb? Pop. Pop. Pressure. Pressure to do what? Get you to cry aloud and spare not. To get you to release that word of life that's in you. That's the first life that you get. And then there's another pressure, some type of adversity that hit your life. And you found the altar. That became the new birthing room. And when after the baby has had his lungs cleaned out and his nose cleaned and so on and so forth, the next thing that happens is they put the baby under a warming lamp. Yes. Once we have come to the altar, once we have been birthed out, once we say, yes, Lord, then we are up under the light of the Word. He illuminates us. People come to you and tell you their business, and you sit there thinking, I don't know you. Why are you telling me all your business? Your light is shining. The breath of God is in your wind coming out of your lungs. Something good about you has drawn them to you. And so when they come to you, they don't have a lot of questions about, well, let's see, when you were in the 7th month, did your mom almost lose you? Do they ask you questions like, when you came out, did they have to put you in an incubator? No, they don't care. What they want is what you got when you were breathing, when you were free, when you were delivered. That's what they want. So don't be hindered about the things that have hindered an attempt towards you since you were born into this earth. Be glorified in knowing that the Spirit of the Lord that knew you before you were in your mother's womb, when they rejected you and talked about you and said you'd never be nothing. And they made mean words towards you, and you played with people who pulled your hair out, and you grew up and you hung around people who got you in trouble. And all of that becomes irrelevant to the person whose very deliverance is based on your death. Their deliverance is based on your breath of life coming